All right, this is like a 20-year-old photo, David. This is not a recent photo. I'm sure you've seen it. It's a very famous photo of a hijabbed TSA agent patting down a nun in full habit at an airport. And I post that picture now because the TSA has just given a prestigious service award to the Council on American Islamic Relations for providing valuable input to the TSA on the experiences of Muslim travelers with TSA screening.
Hmm.
What's the problem here? That's a beautiful thing, is it not? And a little heartwarming story.
Oh yeah, that's awesome, Robert. I mean, think the reason we have the TSA screening, Robert,
Yes.
I have to say, the reason we have, because you remember, Robert, you remember when you could just show up 10 minutes before your flight left and so on, bolt
Oh
right
yeah.
through there. You had to run through a metal detector and stuff like that, but it was a real quick process. Now they give you these full body scans and so on. The reason all that changed was because Muslims kept doing stuff on planes and then trying to blow them, hijacking them, trying to blow them up. You had the underwear bomber and the foot bomb, the shoe bomber, all those bombers and so on. Anyway, everyone wants to blow up the planes and take down the planes and fly the planes into buildings. And so they end up doing all these security measures. But you have like the Council on American Islamic Relations constantly complaining, oh, but this violates our Islamic principles. And so they want them to have a free pass where they don't have to go through this security measure. And the rest of us do,
Yep.
even though they're the reason we have all the security measures, but they're the ones who are supposed to be exempt from these security measures. Uh,
I remember.
last story, I just said how insane everything is, but this is just endless.
Yeah, the insanity just never ends. I remember back in 2001 or two, very, very long ago, and I didn't have all the Quran verses memorized like now, so I had a bunch of notes in my jacket pocket right here. And I was late for the airplane. So I'm hurrying through the scanners. It was after 9/11, and they had put in all the new, but it was very new stuff. And my notes fell out. I didn't even notice. And I went onto the gate, and in a few minutes, I'm surrounded by these huge German shepherds and all these cops because they found these papers with, kill them wherever you find them
Yeah.
and all this stuff written on it.
Hey, Robert, something. Oh, go ahead.
But the thing is that if I had been a Muslim and had that, maybe, my daily devotional or whatever, that would have been a big story for CARE about discrimination against Muslims. But it was completely understandable to me, and I explained the situation, and eventually they let me go. But this is the kind of thing that CARE makes a big case out of, that they try to claim that Muslims are being discriminated against.
Yeah, and Robert, I have a similar story. This was at JFK International Airport, and I was in there, and I was heading to the UK for some debates. One of them was on whether Islam's a religion of peace, and I had a Quran and I had a copy of, I don't remember which article it was, but it was one of your articles. This is a long time ago. It was like 2008 or something like that. But I had one of your articles printed out, and I had my little carry-on there, just sitting in the airport waiting for the plane, and I was using it like a little desk, and I had a Quran on there and this article on jihad, and then someone called me, and I started answering the phone, and I start sort of wandering about, and I see this lady running with her kids, and I see people swarming in, and then everyone all the people who were sitting there were scattering. And then I'm like, what's going on over there? What's going on? Oh no, oh no! And I have to go over there, and they're all like backed up. They're like, is this your bag? I'm like, yeah, that's my bag. And then they're like, oh, big guy doesn't look like a Muslim here. And anyway, they warned me not to leave my stuff unattended.
Yes. Oh my goodness.